Hello friends. Today also we are going to deal with the logical reasoning, and today we are going to discuss one of the important subtopic of logical reasoning, that is Indian logic. So today we discuss the basic elements of Indian logic. So you will get an idea about Indian logic. After that we will discuss its important areas in the next videos and all. So today we can discuss about the Indian logic and its basic elements. Okay. So be attentive to the class, then only you are able to understand it. We can hear a lot of Sanskrit words in this Indian logic. So you try to listen it very carefully, then only you are able to capture it in a proper way. Indian logic. Okay, it is logic. It is based on Vedas. You heard about Vedas. I know that you all know what are the four Vedas we have: Rig Veda, Samaveda, Yajurveda, and Adhra Veda. So we have four Vedas we have, and based on these Vedas, this Indian logic is existing. Okay, so there is a lot of people who believed in the Vedas, and there are a lot of people who are against the Vedas, or those who are not believing the Vedas. So we have divided those who are believing in Vedas as that is Astics or Orthodox, and those who rejects the Vedas is called as Gnostic or heterodox. Okay, so first we have given the examples here, that is Astika. Astika means Orthodox people. Orthodox peoples that who believe and receives the Vedas. They like the Vedas. We have four Vedas, and they believe in all the Vedas. And Gnostic are the people who rejects the Veda. They rejects the Veda, and they are known as heterodox people. Okay, so we can see two types of peoples here. And Nyaya, what is meant by Nyaya? The science and study of Pramana. What is that is studying about Pramana is what we call as scientific study of Pramana is what we call as Nyaya. Nyaya philosophy. You heard about it. So in Nyaya, what is meant by Pramanas? Pramana is the validity of knowledge. Validity means the truthfulness or the way we can believe it. That is what called validity of the knowledge. That is called Pramanas. So Pramana is a valid source, and it is of two types. Pramanas is of two types. One is Prama and other is Aprama. Okay. Prama means valid source. Valid source means that we are getting a concrete things to believe it. Okay. Aprama means invalid source. The abstract ideas are there, and we have to find the answer of it. So like that is what we call as Aprama. Okay. So I think you get an idea about what is the Indian logic. It is based on Vedas, and those who believe in Vedas is known as Orthodox, and those who don't believe in Vedas is known as heterodox people. Okay. Nyaya is the science of study of Pramana. Pramana is the validity of knowledge. Okay, it is divided into two. Valid source is known as Prama, and those is invalid source is known as Aprama. Okay. Next is Astika. Astika or Orthodox. Orthodox are the people who believe in Vedas. It is of six types. Okay, it is divided into that. It is philosophy is divided into six types. First is Nyaya philosophy. Okay, Nyaya philosophy. It is taught by Gautama. Okay, Gautama is the guru, and he taught the Nyaya in the ancient universities. Okay, Nyaya, that is it's taught by Gautama. And Vaisheshika, it is another philosophy. It is taught by Kanada. Okay, next is Sankhya. It is related to maths and it is taught by Kapila. And Yoga, I think you all know who has taught it. Patanjali has taught it. Okay. And Purva Mimamsa, it is taught by Jaimini. And Uttara Mimamsa, it is taught by Badrayana. Okay, so you must know the gurus who taught these subjects in universities, and there are six divisions for these astics. Okay, there are six divisions: Nyaya, Vaisheshika, Sankhya, Yoga, Purva Mimamsa, and Uttara Mimamsa. So these are the six divisions of astic. Next is Nastika. Nastika means those people who reject Vedas. So the first type of people is those who doesn't believe in God and they are materialistic people. So the materialism is, that's why I have given here one as materialism, because those who don't believe in God or in Vedas, that is called materialism. And other people, other two religions who rejected the Vedas are Jainism. Jainism is a group of people who rejected the Vedas, and Buddhism is another religion, religious people who rejected the Vedas. Okay, so there are three is the Jainism, Buddhism, all these rejected the Vedas and they belong to the Nastika or heterodox people. Then Nyaya, the types in Nyaya, that is Nyaya philosophy, the types of Pramana. And Pramana, it is of six types. And Prama, you have seen Prama means valid source that we can able to see, or it is a concrete truthfulness. That is what we called as Prama. Okay, valid sources. First one is Pratyaksha. Pratyaksha, that is before us. Perception. Perception means that we are able to see. Okay, that is called Pratyaksha. See, for example, when we are waiting on a bus stop or somewhere and we saw an accident, and we saw it, so you are the pratyaksha, the perception, you are getting the real event before you, that is what called pratyaksha. Okay, or perception. And anumana is inference. Okay, inference means anumana, we are getting an idea out of it, that is when two bikes collide, and if their age group, by seeing that we understood that it might be from some colleges or like that, you are getting an anumana, inference out of it. Okay, upamana is a kind of comparison. Okay, comparison is where you know what is simile, like that thing is what we call as upamana or comparison. And Shabda is the verbal testimony. Verbal testimony means if you have seen some accident or something, somebody is asking you, you have seen it. So they are asking you, how, please, you just tell me, or how this incident has happened. Then you describe it in your Shabda, in your words. This is called verbal testimony. Usually it is used in the case of court and all. Okay, they ask the verbal testimony, they are asking the people to give the truthfulness through their words. That is called Shabda. Also, four types is the Pratyaksha, Anumana, Upamana, and Shabda. Four types is in the case of Pramanas. They are valid sources and there are two invalid sources. Aprama or invalid source is, there are two sources, one and two, that is Anupalapti and Arthapati. We can see two is there. So we have discussed about, that is without seeing a person or something, we are getting into a conclusion is what we call Anupalapti and Arthapati. So we'll discuss about it in a video. In the next video we will discuss about it, all this in a elaborated way. So you don't worry about it. We need such a discussion is needed for this part. That is why you just know that there are two is there, Anuplapti and Arthapati is there. Okay. So Aparma, it is two types, that is Anupalapti and Arthapati. Okay. Next is Pramana. Pramana is the means of knowledge. Means of knowledge, you know what is means of knowledge. We want to get the idea, or we want to get the knowledge. That is called Pramanas. Basic constituents. What are the basic constituents of Pramanas? One is Pramada. Okay, there are four major constituents of Pramana. First one is Pramada. What is Pramada? Is the person who is knowing it, the knower of the all knowledge. Knower is the person who is taking in the knowledge is known as Pramada. Okay, Prameya is the Prameya, you know, the knowable. What you have to know, the message. That is called Prameya. The knowable is what we call as Prameya. Next is Pramana. The process of knowing is known as, for example, learning process. Okay, the process of knowing is known as Pramana. And Pramiti, what is known by Pramiti? The knowledge achieved by the Pramana. After the end, we are getting some kind of knowledge. This is called Pramiti. Okay, the knowledge achieved by the Pramana is known as Pramiti. So you have to study this. This is asked in the question paper. So you must go through it. Okay. So I think I have given you some basic elements. What is Nyayas, what is Astik and Nastik, and we have seen Pramatas, Pramanas, and the four constituents or four elements of this Pramanas. We have seen that. And now we are going to discuss about the schools and Pramanas accepted. Each school has accepted the Pramanas in differently. We have seen that Parama and Aparma is there. So some have received this Parama only and some have received only Aparma only. So valid sources, invalid sources, how they have received it. By that, each school has decided to receive it in a differently. So we can say that Charvaka school of philosophy decided to take only Pratyaksha. Pratyaksha, you know, it's before you, what you see, that you believe. Okay, that is the Charvaka school decided to take only Pratyaksha. Only one is they have accepted. And Vaisheshika and Buddhism. You know, Vaisheshika, we have discussed about Vaisheshika and Buddhism. Both have taken two, that is Pratyaksha and Anumana. Okay, Vaisheshika and Buddhism, they have taken two, they have received, that is Pratyaksha and Anumana. And Sankhya and Jainism, Sankhya philosophy and Jainism both have taken, three they have taken, Pratyaksha, Anumana and Shabda. They have taken Pratyaksha, Anumana and Shabda. Okay, Nyaya philosophy, they have taken four, that is Pratyaksha, Anumana, Upamana and Shabda. That is valid sources, four valid sources they have taken, that is Pratyaksha, Anumana, Upamana and Shabda. And Mimamsa Advaita Vedanta. Okay, Mimamsa Advaita Vedanta. They have taken the six parts. Okay, Pratyaksha, Anumana, Shabda, Upamana, Arthapadi and Anublapti. So they have taken the six parts. Okay. So you must know that they have sometimes asked these questions. They have asked about this Charvaka in one of the question paper. So you must know which school has taken, which of the Pramanas they have accepted and which not. So you should have an idea about it. You have to study it in by heart, okay? So here I have given the basic elements of Indian philosophy. By keeping this in the view or by studying this only we can build up the Indian philosophy. So in next classes we will discuss about them in a detailed way. So be attentive to the class and keep on touch with me. And don't forget to subscribe this channel. Okay, we can meet in the next class. God bless you, all of you.